Hello everybody, my name is Dr. Mikey Scardo and my practice is in the Cleveland, Ohio area. Just wanted to relate one personal experience that I had using the techniques that Dr. Bonebrink has taught me. This one woman, she's a long-time patient of mine. It was really interesting to me because her thyroid function had slowed down a bit. Dr. Bonebrink showed me something to do related to clearing scar tissue, and this particular procedure was done in the neck area. So I came back from seminar, and this one patient, she said that she was a little upset because she didn't want to go on thyroid medication. They just put her on levothyroxine. And I said, well, let me try this. It's not going to hurt anything. And I did the procedure. And I said, now, if anything happens, I said it pretty much in passing. If anything happens, then know that we did this procedure. Well, what happened was that she goes to this retreat in San Francisco. It's a type of yoga intensive for 1 week. What happened was that after about 3 days, she's in San Francisco, it was a week-long event, she starts feeling like her heart is beating more rapidly. She starts sweating, and she doesn't know what's going on. Nobody knows what's going on. So they took her to the hospital. That's the correct thing to do. They took her to the hospital, the emergency room, and they checked all the vital signs, everything. They did all this testing, and when everything was said and done, they said, well, you test all this laboratory testing and everything, the whole gamut of testing that they did is fine. And then they said, well, have you been on any type of medication? Did you start any type of medication recently? And then she said, well, yeah, I started a thyroid medication about maybe 3 weeks, a month ago. And then they said, okay, well, then that's what happened. That medication, they actually cause your thyroid to overproduce thyroid hormone, and you went into a little bit of what they call a thyroid storm, where the thyroid overproduced. Well, it just so happens that at that moment she remembered the little treatment that we did, and that kind of calmed her down. But it was very, very interesting that it didn't happen overnight, but just by doing this one particular technique, clearing out scar tissue, getting the thyroid to actually start working, the thyroid kicked in. What happened was, because of that, she went back to her doctor, and the doctor said, I guess you don't need this medication anymore.